Hi there, Coach Alexa here. So I was reflecting recently on a conversation I had last month, back in February, with a runner of mine who ran the Ring of Fire, pretty decent, lengthy, challenging ultramarathon round the coast of the island of Anglesey, off the northwest coast of Wales. And February was pretty atrocious conditions wise throughout the whole month. The underfoot conditions were really bad, and the conditions over the duration of that race were really, really challenging, bad conditions that you might label them as mentally. High winds, lots of rain. A huge amount of challenge on that course, as one might expect by a very long race on North Wales coast in February. What I really loved about our post-race review conversation was that he absolutely loved it. He really enjoyed it. He found that the weather just added a whole other element of excitement to the race, a whole kind of other element of the race experience. He described it as the fact that the weather and the conditions almost flicked a switch to allow him to focus on the moment and focus entirely on the running, not be, sort of worrying or thinking about, what had happened before, what was going to happen later in the race, just being, in that section, in that moment, and focusing on what was going on exactly around him. And kind of then suddenly realising that aid station had arrived, kind of almost really being in that flow state with the race. He loved the fact that it was such an amazing route. I mean, it's a beautiful part of the world. He loved the fact he got absolutely caked from head to toe in mud because of the weather and the underfoot conditions. And he kind of rounded off his summary by saying he smiled all the way round. Now, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Because I have had a lot of runners having very different experiences about running and doing events over this winter with the seemingly never-ending rain. Hopefully we're coming out of at the end now. But it just got me thinking, because there's nothing you can change about the weather. And sometimes when we label it as, oh, it's going to be a bad day because there's bad weather, and it's going to be a bad race and it's going to make it more tricky and whatever, perhaps by, approaching it slightly different mentally, we could have quite a different experience on race day. We could kind of laugh into the wind and the rain. Everyone's got those conditions to deal with. But yeah, we could see it as a horrendous set of circumstances, or we could see the positives, pick up the energy from it, use it to keep more in the moment and keep more focused on that part of the race that we're in. Anyway, food for thought.